What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. Today is September 9th. I'm Samuel Koppel, and I'm here for the news. And if you're new to this channel, you've never seen my channel before, I cover all social news clips, and I go over all these different incidents of murder and shooting sprees, mass killings, and pedophilia and rape. And I've said it time and time before. There's a demonic spirit over this country like never before. Crime is nothing new. Murder is nothing new. Nothing's new under the sun. But the frequency, the amount of people that's being killed in mass is unprecedented. And the way that they're being killed is unbelievable. And I have a small clip today from the ABC News. This is up in Northern California. I think they said it was in the Bay Area, around the Vallejo area, where a young mother was beheaded on the street with a sword in broad daylight. That's absolutely mind-boggling and unbelievable, man. But I'm going to roll a clip. Let's take a look, you guys.
Now, this next story is extremely grim and very disturbing. A man beheaded a woman with a sword on the street in the middle of the day in front of witnesses. This happened in San Carlos, that's just south of San Francisco. Reporter Dan Noyes with our Bay Area sister station spoke exclusively with the victim's grandmother and has this report.
Hi, holding up. Danielle Gannon met me outside her home in Vallejo today.
I'm vaccinated and boosted and everything, so I said, I don't know how to do it. I'm so sorry.
She invited me to meet her son, Marty Castro, the father of the victim in yesterday's brutal sword attack, Karina Castro.
She's an amazing girl. She's an amazing woman, very stubborn, determined to raise her daughters on her own.
Karina was 27 years old, attended Menlo Atherton High School, got her GED, and worked as a DoorDash driver. She left behind 7-year-old and 1-year-old girls. She had the youngest with a man now held for her murder, 33-year-old Jose Rafael Solano Landeta. The family says he goes by the name Rafa Solano and that he did.
And let me say this. I've said this in so many videos, but if you're new to this channel, I want to say this again. Ladies, you have to be careful with today's modern men. A lot of these men wasn't raised, they don't have no godly spirit on them. They wasn't raised in the church. They don't have no belief system. They are full of demons and ready to kill at the drop of a hat. And you have to protect yourself. If you get done with a man, don't go back and forth with him. Don't be doing all this long arguing. Men and women are equal. Men are bigger, stronger, faster, more aggressive, full of testosterone, full of all type of shit. And a lot of times, and nowadays, it's drugs, alcohol. You have meth, fentanyl. People are experimenting psychedelics. It's a lot of shit going on, y'all. Ladies, be careful about dealing with some of these men who are mentally unstable.
Work. I found some rap songs he posted on YouTube.
He is a diagnosed schizophrenic on meds, and he would use that.
Let me say this. Mexican rappers are some of the worst rappers on the planet. Not all of them, but 99.99% of them.
As an excuse for his behavior. He drank excessively, and you're not supposed to do that on those kind of medications.
The family confirms what I learned from law enforcement sources yesterday, that Solano had been violent with Karina and she got a restraining order against him in April, but continued to interact with him.
If there's somebody out there abusing your daughter, don't take it.
And that make up to break up dynamic, get a restraining order and then still have sex with her, that type of toxic shit for women is extremely dangerous. I'm not saying she deserved to die. This lady did not deserve that. This is terrible, but you can't invite these demons. After you rejected the demon, you invite the demon back into your life. You can't be surprised that he would hurt you, harm you, or kill you. Now, how he did it is it's flabbergasting, but that's a story for another day.
Everything there for an answer. You might feel responsible no matter what anyone says. I know. I do too, baby.
In the day before the murder, Snapchat messages between the couple got very contentious. I obtained more than a dozen, most with language too explicit to show here. She threatens to tell the world about his rape conviction involving a minor. Rafa calls her snitch lip and warns her, F around and find out.
And, you know, another thing I noticed is a lot of people when it comes to pedophilia, having sex with underage children or girls or boys, they use this non-snitch and don't snitch. They use the same thing that gangbangers use. That's why it's extremely dangerous to tell your children not to be snitches or don't be a snitch, because then they scared to tell when somebody's harming them. But she said this man was having sex with an underage girl, and women, don't make these type of threats. Just don't make these type of threats. If you're gonna tell, but hide it that it came from you. Don't let no man know that, and he's still free on the street. And you got a restraining order on him. Lee, she inviting violence into her life.
Fires back. You want to put a target on my back? Your homie's going to know the real you, and threatens to expose his sexual relationship with another man. She adds, dude, go ahead and try and take me out. Just hours later, they had a confrontation in the street outside her apartment, her daughter safely inside.
He got really mad, went to the trunk of his car, pulled out whatever it was, and killed it right there.
And her parents, they look like I don't know if they still do it, but they look like they dibble and dabble in meth at one time. I know a meth head when I see one. I lived in Northern California for a long time, so they look like I don't know if they still active with it, but they most definitely done meth. And I guarantee you a lot of this toxic behavior in this relationship she was in, it stems from her childhood.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, the moral of the story is, ladies, don't invite the toxicity, the demonic spirits, the breakup dynamic in these relationships. It's too dangerous nowadays. These men, a lot of these males, they don't have the same energies of yesteryear's men. They just don't. They're extremely weak. They can't accept breakups. I mean, I've seen so many stories, you guys, of women being harmed and beaten and killed, and the whole family is in the house is killed. The kids, the mama, the dad, everybody. A lot of these men, these males, man, they can't accept it. They're not mentally stable, and they're dibbling, dabbling in all type of different drugs, y'all. Methamphetamines and opioids and psychedelics. It's all this shit's on the rise. It's sky high. But I just want to cover that right quick, you guys. This has been Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel. I'm here for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took you on another tragic goddamn ride. Peace.